Let me introduce you to an inventory management app that is essential, especially during this time of pandemic. I'm talking about minimizing personal interactions, since everyone can do their tasks anywhere they are and at any given time. Inventory Management.System is a centralized inventory management system with digital documents approval and automated document generation sent directly to your email in PDF format. It also comes with an interactive dashboard where you can view real-time reports. In this channel, I will be doing my best to share with you how to make different apps without coding. Yes, you heard that right. Without coding. But before we go into it, let me first showcase this first featured app which I personally made. This way, you'd be able to appreciate what we are about to recreate. What we see is an interface without a data. We have two tabs, which are Location and User Profile. This is how the app will appear for our first user, which I assign as an app administrator. Note that different users have different interface because different users have different roles. Therefore, users will not be overwhelmed with a complicated interface. The app administrator is the only user who can add, edit, or delete informations regarding locations and user profile. Hence, the only user who can assign users and their roles. To demonstrate, let's provide sample data. Under the Location tab, tap on this icon to add a project location or branch and its address. In the image option, we can either choose to take an image using our phone's camera or choose from a saved image in our phone. But in this demo, I will use the images I saved in my desktop. In Details View of Locations tab, you can tap View Map if you need directions to any of the registered locations. It's basically a shortcut to Google Map. Next, let's provide sample user profile data. Let's skip to the last sample data. Now that we have a sample data for our users and their roles, we can proceed with how the inventory system works. First, let's see our second user's interface. Here you can see data entry form. This is where you fill up a form to request for materials, request or accept deliveries, or request to use, borrow, or return materials. MRF, DR, and UOM approval. This is where you can view the status of your requests. Under menu, we have Master List. This is where we can see all the registered items and their detailed informations. Add new item. This is where you fill up a form to register new items. Authorized borrowers. This is where you can view a list of authorized borrowers. Now, here's a situation to help us visualize how effective this app works.
Branch 1 needs 500 pieces each of red crayon and blue crayon for an art project a week from now.
Since these items are not in our master list, we need to register them first. Registered items will now be available as a drop-down option for all users in any branch. After tapping the Save button, Hannah can now see a notification in her phone of a new MRF for checking and evaluation. But before we go into Hannah's phone, let me just show how Luke is able to monitor the status of his request under the MRF Approval tab. The status is for checking and evaluation, since Hannah had not yet approved the request. And later on, you will also see that the status will change to approved once Abigail approved the request. Simply tap on this approval button to approve or disapprove a request. After Hannah evaluates the request, the status will change from for checking and evaluation to for approval, which will now appear in Abigail's phone. Once approved, a document will be automatically generated and sent to your email, which you can download or print. Let's download the generated materials requisition form. In the document appears your company logo, address, email, and contact number, with generated control number and signatories. Now that we're done with the process of requesting materials, let us now proceed to our next process, which is the delivery and receiving of requested materials. Similar to materials requisition form, a document is automatically generated and sent to your email after a delivery receipt is approved. Not only that, this app will be able to systematically provide us with both soft copy and hard copy of documents with much less effort. There is also no need for us to do a separate task updating an inventory, since this app simultaneously updates its inventory, which we can view in real time. Notice that on Luke's device, he can also monitor the progress of their branch's request from head office. Thus, we'll have an idea of when and what is going to be delivered. More so, even what type of vehicle will be used and who will deliver it. Now that a delivery from the head office to branch 1 is already approved and scheduled, we could see that the stocks of both blue and red crayons updated from 1,000 pieces to 500 pieces. Let's now proceed to the receiving process. As we can see, branch 1 have 500 pieces each of pending inbound. This is because the items are yet to be received. after the delivery has been checked and received. Crayon stock at Branch 1 has been updated from 0 to 500 pieces. And pending inbound from 500 to 0. In the second part of this app's demo, we will be seeing how these received items are tracked from consumption or being borrowed and returned, while also being documented. We will also be seeing the app's interactive dashboard and understand why there is no need for your employee to hand over reports. And to make things even more convenient, your human resource department will never have to physically prepare, scan, and email a memo once there is a discrepancy in delivery or receiving. This app will accomplish tasks for you. It's an inventory management app that is truly essential, especially during this time of pandemic, where everyone's wish is to be able to work safely without the need to physically interact with each other. If you are interested to create apps like this, please to show your support, share, so that anyone who would be interested to learn how to make this app would know this channel, and subscribe so that you'd be updated of new uploads. You can also email me at mitch.cystem@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.